Evening, everyone. I am Now, welcome you all to tonight's stream. Tonight, I was going to be doing Star Wars of Empire, but instead, I think I'm going to do Fallout 4. Now, where we last left off, I was supposed to be doing a pipe gun run, but due to circumstances beyond control and stuff that I won't get into, I will no longer be doing a pipe gun. Instead, what I'm going to be doing is what I would call a snake run. Basically, I have to use any weapons that were used in the Metal Gear Solid series, which means I had to mod some stuff in to do it. But some of the rules do apply. Metal Gear Solid items only, up to and including melee weapons, explosives, etc. I cannot use power armor. Most of the equipment that I'm allowed to use, heavy armor, light armor, all of that stuff is still viable. Grenades are allowed as well. And I think I'm going to be doing this without companions unless it's something related to the story. So there are certain points in the story where I have to have companions. Those will still be a thing, but otherwise it's going to be a lone wanderer sort of thing. How are you doing tonight? I hope this stream comes out a little bit more steady than how it was with Diablo 4. I know that kind of was a little on the wonky side. Metal Gear Solid. And do ground zeros. I don't have the necessary stuff to do a sneaking suit. I'll the belt and pulse. I won't be going for any bases. Top Mark 23, but I also have a Bombus rifle used in the Metal Gear Solid games. Hold on, let me go see what my dogs are barking at. I'm back. I love my dogs, but they certainly love to bark at nothing. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a falling leaf. I've actually had a dog that used to bark at falling leaves. Oh my god. This okay, so I showed Fox this, but I've had like a really deformed Dr. Pepper Zero can. I got it in front of me, where it's like the inside where you open it up is dented outwards, but it's still open just fine, which is shocking. It's actually more convenient to drink out of. But yes, Fox, I do have a FAMAS rifle. FAMAS, whatever, for super fancy. Um, I would say the double barrel shotgun is viable because it was in Metal Gear Solid 4 and Peace Walker, and I believe MGS 5 as well. But I'm not gonna try to rely too much on a lot of these weapons, but it is pretty useful to have a lot of these around. Good luck on that one, Fox. If I could have gotten one, I would have already. The only downside is if I want automatic, it's gonna be a reduction of damage. Which wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for the fact that, well, it's if I do increasing damage, it's semi-auto opening. I'm gonna keep it with the F1. What do you think, Fox? G2 or F1? You know what? Just back of it, I'm just gonna do the F1. Throwables will be useful here as well because, of course, you got your frag grenades, but you also had the Molotov, which was in Metal Gear Solid 4, and I believe MGS 5 as well. Because some of these weapons are going to come from various different entries in the series. So, bear with me if you don't remember. If you find a weapon that you don't, if you haven't played many Metal Gear Solid games, a lot of these may seem like a little weird to be included, but believe me, a lot of guns were added to the Metal Gear Solid series. I think the only pistol I had not included was the Beretta. And the Beretta was there since the original Metal Gear. So, I did add Desert Eagle from Metal Gear Solid as well. So I can make a Desert Eagle if it's around, if the chemistry station is here, and there it is. There we go. One Desert Eagle. Nope. Oh, to make octo camo. I forgot about that. Base building, considering the fact that that is actually a part of Peace Walker and Phantom Pain, I might, but I'm not quite sure where I would set up camp. Nice little solid eye. What's the map? Oh yeah. Ah. Did I make this? Hold on, I didn't make the suit. What I needed to make the suit. Yep. I need rubber and adhesive to make the rest of the suit. That's fine. I've got plenty of ways to get that made. Don't think I haven't forgotten the shenanigans y'all pulled with the crowd control box. I do not have it active though. It's gonna be a straightforward, at least screen. Unfinished team. Find the RU-556. That's gonna take me all the way across the column. Just to give you the example, it's gonna take me right over here. Left off, we basically encountered members of the Enclave faction that we're going to be helping out because we are going to be a part of them as part of the mod that I'm using. I don't think anyone's gonna well and truly mind. I am not having anything to do with them, not yet. One update that I do want to share is that I do have a better way to have a more consistent connection. So, what happened with Diablo 4 won't happen.
Yeah. So what's your story? Looking to trade? Rob me? Or just ask directions to Diamond City?
Dialogue interface. These be on. XDI is not running. What? Hold on, let me look this up. Okay, so what that was is that I have the extended dialogue interface mod included. Now, what this does is that it basically gives me a much better dialogue choice. So instead of the Fallout 4 style of dialogue, it's something more akin to Fallout 3 and New Vegas. Just makes it a little bit more a much better way of handling the system. Issue is XDI died. Okay, so I know how to fix this. I know how to fix this. So Fox, any other questions that you have about this run? You're always welcome to. Data FIC plugin. Let me get this fixed up right away. Yeah, it's one of those things. A lot of stuff will be a little bit on the jank side, but to be honest here, wouldn't be that much, wouldn't be very enjoyable or hilarious if there wasn't jank. One other mod that I have installed weapon-wise is the M60 mod, which means once I reach level 25, I will have access to the M60 general purpose machine gun, because that was in Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker and 4. And technically it was in Metal Gear Solid 5. Well, not exactly, but close enough. So we definitely got a big variety of different weaponry to utilize, which is going to be fun. And no, Fox, I did not install a 1911. So sadly, we are not going to be doing. I'm not going to have Big Boss and 1911 or standard 1911 around. True. The thing of it is, though, is that the 1911 already got the Mark 23, so the main reason I also got the Desert Eagle installed because it's a whole different caliber. Plus, there's just something about the Mark 23 that I like over the 1911.
Excuse me.
Looking to trade? Rob me?
Yeah, it's not trying to make sure that it's. That is. That is horseshit. What the hell? Really not sure what's going on with this mod. Doesn't look like I have anything else that could be affecting it. Let out again, but that might be what the issue is. Okay, let me see that. I think I got it. This doesn't fix it. I'm not quite sure what I can do other than disable them. Don't want to do that, but if that's what's gonna have to happen, it's gonna happen. kidding me? Well, nothing for me to do but disable the mod. Which, I guess that's just what I'm gonna have to do. Don't y'all hate it when that happens? Sorry, I don't do the follow for follow thing. It never really seemed like very organic growth. I kind of wonder, with models like this, with the Death Claw, do you think Fallout 4 or this even looked good when Fallout 4 first came out? Because this just looks like a plastic toy. It looks like something I could conceivably get at Walmart for like $3 to $5. There we go.
Let's see what you got.
I have a little...
Okay, so this works. I won't be using the laser musket since it's not going to be something that will be very important. Oh, yeah. I get that has that. Not what I wanted to do. Oh. See. Copper, ceramic, nuclear material. At least for right now, I don't. Adhesive. Rubber, I will need that. Well, I say that's a very productive trade. I already have more than what I needed, or what I was looking for.
We had a deal, Trudy.
Hand over the goods. You owe us.
I ain't giving
Yeah,
you
but
poison shilling chem pushers anything. Do you know what that junk has done to my boy?
He bought them fair and square, Trudy. Ain't our fault if he's strung out. Now, don't make me come in there and shoot up that little trading post of yours.
Nope, nope, nope. Not doing it. Not very good. The U.S. so calm. Oh, did not mean to go in there, but okay. Dead. Come on. There we go. Got him. Spectrum.
Sweet.
The thing is, I'll try to sneak around as much as I can, but I know stealth isn't always going to be a guarantee. Okay. I was about to say, did I just get stuck?
there now.
What do you think? I don't know. Jump in the shadows. Yeah, you're probably right.
Huh?
Gotta cut down the jet, I guess. I'll find you. Who's the people?
Don't think I can pick this.
I don't know how that was a sneak attack when I just got right in front of it. Whatever.
Hell yeah!
Got everyone in one throw. Yeah. Thanks, Fox. Yeah, I am going a very long ways off beat. But as long as I can get what I'm looking for, it'll be worth the trip. I believe this is one of the other. This was something included from that Next Generation update. Actually, I don't even have that on the. Let's. Oh. All right, I'm using the Gopher, which, funnily enough, doesn't have that. Steam version, funnily enough, does, but not the Gopher version. Gunfire from somewhere. Yeah, duct tape.
Huh? What's that? Someone there. What? Who's
I know exactly what that sounds like. We're not just dealing with a super mutant group, we're dealing with one of them that's holding a darn mini mutant. Correction, we had a super mutant holding a mini mutant. Well, at least I know the problem corrected itself.
I hear something!
Yeah, don't. Oh, shit.
Who's there?
Oh,
Fucking seeing things.
Okay. Sure. Chalk it up to a concussion.
Someone there?
another shoulder. Can't fucking pay for that! Ah!
I don't think I will. Oh yeah, decent supply there. Oh, MREs. So one of the other mods I brought in was MREs. Basically another healing item. May not seem like much, but let's be honest here. When you're dealing with any military style game, MREs will be mentioned at least once or twice. And here it is. MRE. Shredded barbecue beef. A little thinner than what they're how I remember them, because I remember these were some chunky ones. We're having to eat MREs at one point because of
Peekaboo!
money being short, but I didn't mind. It was kind of fun just opening up some of those MREs, seeing what we had, and trading things we didn't want for things we wanted. Friend, what's up, Fox? I'm gonna try not to die. In fact, you reminded me to quick save. So that way if I die, I won't have to be running all the way across the Commonwealth.
What the?
Like, killed me. That ain't no sense. And for all I know, they threw a frag grenade, and now it's just right there in the center of the blast. Oh, progress wasn't lost. Right here anyway. Well, that didn't do anything other than get their attention.
Okay, cut the shit. Who is that?
Who's that? Hello, Equal. How are you?
No
Let's
need
try
to
this.
hide. I'll be over soon.
EMPs and shock grenades do act like chaff grenades, yes. Technically speaking, the Gauss rifle could technically be a stand-in for the railgun in Metal Gear Solid 4 and Peacemaker. Stealth boys act like stealth camouflage. Lockpicking wasn't really a thing in the Metal Gear Solid games until Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain, so that's a thing. What can I do with my... Oh, I can lockpick expert locks. Okay. Oh, yeah. Desert Eagle. They are. I just wish it didn't remove the skill point system. Well, got someone apparently.
Scared, huh? Should
Okay. Give you that one.
Hello there.
No need to hide. It'll all be over soon.
Oh, that one of them's carrying a explosive on. Funny.
Come on.
The heck are you carrying?
Oh my god!
Wow. I bet you that was Fox.
Turn up.
you'll be any different?
Wait. A part 3 sound alert? What do you mean?
Where'd the little bitch go?
I'm taking the floorboards. Ah, fair, fair. Book gauge 223. Somehow it seems like they got almost injury rounds. Danger. Oh. I'm taking the right side. Cool. Cherry, Coca-Cola. I need to make another batch of Coca-Cola syrup. I got everything but the lemon and lime. And the orange.
We're gonna splatter your brain! You hit like...
What do I have here? Oh, okay, I guess. I will send it to you after stream. Yes, I can. I bet you that somebody's gonna mutate. That's what I just said. That's just when you gotta say put. Pretty much. In case anyone's curious, the Desert Eagle was in a couple of Metal Gear Solid games. It was in Metal Gear Solid 1 and Metal Gear Solid 4 as Meryl's weapon of choice. And it was also in okay. So Metal Gear Acid is going to be one of those weird things where it's like, sure, it has everything from the series up to that point, but then it has stuff from other games as well, and that is why I'm not really going to take too much influence from the Acid series, because one, they have weapons that weren't really there until like later in the series. Like, for example, one of the big weapons that Metal Gear Acid had was the PTR-S 1941, an anti-tank rifle, but that wasn't introduced in the Metal Gear series proper until Peace Walker, after the Acid series. So that's one weapon I am not going to mod in, just for the sake of just not including something that wasn't there from, well, it's a side game, really. Oh, this also meant, oh, well, did not mean to drink the water. They put something in it to make you forget. I could have also done the Mac 10, the IMI Uzi. I could have done so many different weapons from this series. But I'm just gonna keep it to the select few. Especially since if I did an entire Metal Gear Solid Arsenal run, that's just gonna be impractical. Not just from a carry weight standpoint, but from the fact that obviously some weapons will be used more often than others, so. Now we're gonna get what I came here for. Yes, there is a reason why I'm going for the Horizon. There it is. It looked like just a regular, I guess, patrol boat with a cargo, with a cargo barge. Now the fun part is trying to get my happy butt up. There we go. The pain in the butt getting up. And then I'm gonna quit state. Not. I can't really find a way to get up to here without having to deal with going on to the main ship first. But we got what we came. Now we have the other rifle I will be using. This is modifiable to the point where it'll make a good stand-in for the M4 Soap mod from Metal Gear Solid 4. So let me go over the Sanctuary. Now, I know some of y'all might be wondering why I'm getting this rifle too if I already have the FAMAS. Well, what I'm going to do is that since the Metal Gear Solid games allowed you the option to actually adjust the fire rate of your weapons or the fire selection of your weapons, I'm going to be doing the same. So, for example, essentially, the FAMAS here is going to be for my fully automatic weapon fodder, whereas this gun here is going to be for semi-automatic, which I can't really do much of. So, I will go for the extended sub-mod, get the adhesive to do it. Each rank 4 gunman. Okay. It's gonna be slow progress then, but that's okay. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is gonna take a lot of grinding to get it to a good level. Jeez, that heavy suppressor. Oh yeah, I can convert the ammo types. Yeah. That's an interesting question, and I did not have a chance to figure out what sniper rifle I'm gonna go with. Because you are right on that one. There are a lot of different ones that I can go with. It's just an issue of picking just one to go with. Because I can go for the ESG-1, like in Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2. I could do the SPD from Metal Gear Solid 3, Portable Ops, and Peace Walker, and 4. I can do any of those sniper rifles from Metal Gear Solid 4. I can do the ones from Peace Walker, which also included things like the M700, M21, M1 Grand, or M1D. There is so many different options. Oh, and the WA-2000. So there's plenty of options I could have gone with, but I could never really decide, especially when you consider the fact that there's so many dang options. I think that's why I haven't really chosen a shotgun either. Just too many options. Oh, shit. Too many options, not sure what to do. So I already got the assault rifle down, I got the pistol down, I got the machine gun down. For a dedicated thing like a grenade or rocket launcher, I don't know about that. There's options there too, but I'm not really wanting to go get too many of those. Oh jeez, that's a putrid. Be gone! Well, that woke up the neighborhood. What do I need to get the next second gun? Alright, rank 13, or level 13. I'm gonna put a point into men. Having the Stimpaks heal more is always gonna be a good thing. I just realized. Scrap. Oh, I need a level 23. Okay. No problem. So now we're gonna be moving on to the vertebrate. See? Alrighty. If y'all recalled, I actually had a pretty difficult time going through this because when you're reduced to 5 guns, and most of them can't really hit worth a crap, even the modded ones are kind of inconsistent. You kind of run into the problem of, like, you just want to get a move on, but can't because, well, you don't exactly have very good equipment. At least this does help alleviate that somewhat, because a lot of the stuff we have here. Did y'all see that? Please tell me I'm not seeing shit. Did that car just ragdoll? I had a lot worse.
Scared, huh?
Bethesda level change. Ah, shit. I comment on the jank-ass ragdoll car, and it kills me. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Yep, I can use mines, I can use frag grenades. If there ever was smoke grenades, I would be using those as well. And like I said, technically speaking, I can probably use the Gauss rifle because it technically is considered a railgun, wouldn't it? Or am I overthinking that one? What's dead?
Who's out there?
See if that'll happen again. I'm kind of curious if it will.
What the fuck was that?
Hey! Who's there? Nothing there now. What do you think? I don't know. Jumping in shadows. Yeah, you're probably right. Gotta cut down on the jet, I guess. Now don't start talking crazy!
I was really hoping they were gonna do it again so I can. Because that car literally just ragdolled.
Nothing here.
Alright, I'll throw that over the wall.
Hey, I think someone's out there.
Pack it in, boys.
I was just commenting at the fact that that car actually ragdolled and flew over there before it killed me. There's one down. Oh hey, I actually hit someone.
When you turn up, you're dead.
Right, mine's all the way over there. So. I got it. There we go. Oh well.
No!
You're wanting me to get the pickpocket skill. Oh, you need. I'm gonna need to level up twice without. We'll see, Fox. We'll see. Because admittedly, that does sound funny as shit. Oh yeah, we'll be coming back here pretty soon. I am not listening to that. I'm not doing that quest because I am not siding with the Brotherhood of Steel. If anything else, that's gonna be even worse because I'm gonna be part of the faction that hates the Brotherhood of Steel. In which, here's an interesting question. Considering that they are not meant to be a good faction, they're not meant to be a faction of good guys, what do y'all think of the Enclave as a villain faction? Do you think they make a good foil? Or do you think they are not that good of a villain faction? Yeah, if you sneak up on someone, and and basically if you're crouched like this in stealth mode, and you sneak up to someone, you can actually pick their pockets, take items. But apparently in Fallout 4, you need a perk to slip a grenade into their pocket. Unfortunately, those Kowalski preservation shelters, yeah, they didn't really actually help anybody. Okay, I should be nearing that refueling center, or that refueling facility. Also, here's something interesting. Well, what I mean by interesting, I mean understandably frustrating considering the fact where this is coming from. Apparently there's been an update with a certain company filing for patents. It seems that a certain company is filing to kind of patent the game mechanic of capturing creatures and letting them fight for you. which, if they actually get it, could change basically the gaming landscape completely. And even a former IP lawyer of theirs was like, yeah, good luck getting it. But considering the company in question, I would not put it past them if they somehow manage to get the patent. And no, it's actually not a joke. They are seriously considering it. Or should I say they're actually filing for it. They are actually filing for it. Oh, box. This box. This is a bucket. There's more. But I would imagine that would be really hilarious if it made, like, international TV. So that way people can actually, Judge Judy. That would be funny. But yes, if anyone's curious, it's Nintendo filing for the patents. They are literally trying to now make the patent for to obtain the patents, basically. So any game that wants to let you capture enemies that they can, or even have creatures fight for you, that's gonna change the gaming landscape if they even get that approved. I mean, Fox, you know, we can do that. We just need to make sure everyone's around to do, or everyone's on board to do it. Because I would like to watch the Fallout show as well. From all the good things I've heard about it, and from the news that they're going to be going into New Vegas territory, yeah, I want to see it. I find it interesting that they also already have a person to play Mr. House, which means one of two things: either the Mr. House ending is the canonical ending for New Vegas, at least in the show's according to the show, which that can, or they're going to show Mr. House pre-war. They could do both. They could do neither. But it would be nice to see how they would handle Mr. House. I hadn't looked very far into it, but I am curious as to what they'll do for that. Oh shit. A whole magazine, I didn't put him down. Yeah, but tell that to Nintendo. They don't care. Look, they sue people. They try to sue people for stealing designs, despite the fact that Nintendo stole designs themselves from Square Enix. Yeah. Yes, Evil, but the thing of it is that, both Joshua Graham and Ulysses both mentioned that no matter what happens, once the Legion reaches to Colorado, they will basically turn in on itself. Source required for Nintendo ganking art from Square Enix. Fox, you remember which game it was? Was it the original Dragon Quest that they stole, like, Pokemon designs from? I do remember seeing the designs. I think it was the Dragon Warrior series from, like, way back in the Nintendo NES and Famicom. I understand. I'm kind of like the trust but verify as well. And I wouldn't really be saying that if I didn't think it was true, but, actually, let me get the link and I'll send it to you. Let's see. There we go. I'll send it to you, Eeple. I got I got the image that I was looking for. Let's see. There you go. Because when you look at it, it looks eerily similar to those designs. Oh yeah. And even if the company doesn't sue someone for because of how close the designs are, or for stealing designs, you can tell just from seeing how close the designs look that there's a point where inspiration gets a little loose with the definitions.
Huh?
I know people love to say that Pocket Pair stole designs from Pokemon, but that's not the case.
Who's there?
Oh, darn it.
Last mistake!
Of course, my dumbass luck.
Take her out!
Are they just shooting my Molotovs out of the... Pocket Pair is the company that's behind Pal World. How much health does this do? Okay, 60 health. Not the best, but certainly not the worst that I can deal with.
Should have stayed in bed.
Oh, shit. Ow. But yeah, it's the fact that Nintendo is going so far to basically try and sue Pocket Pair out of existence that it's getting it's getting, quite frankly, stupid that Nintendo is doing all of this over shit that, quite frankly, they don't own. They don't own the genre. They shouldn't even have been allowed to have the patents. They really should not have been allowed to get it. Ah, I need science and armor for that. Okay. But yeah. But it's kind of also funny that Pocket Pair is like, okay, we're also going to be taking Power World in other directions too. We're going to want an animated show. We're going to get trading cards and other forms of merchandising. And the best part is that once they go the trading card route, Nintendo can't really do anything about it.
Really pissing me off.
True, but you know that if they didn't do all of that, Nintendo would have had an easy time suing them. Because Palworld kind of had to do something to differentiate themselves, because if they didn't, Nintendo would have had something to sue them over. Although, at this point, with everything that Nintendo's been doing, I honestly want to go as far as to say, that Nintendo is kind of a vexatious litigant. Sure, a lot of the stuff that they're suing could be considered justifiable, but at the same time, with the amount of anti-consumer practices that they have, and the fact that they will sue you just for having something that looks somewhat close to what one of their properties is, I really do think that Nintendo has some form of malicious intent behind a lot of their lawsuits beyond just protecting their intellectual property. Because there's protecting intellectual property, and then there's stifling innovation. And at this point, Nintendo's at a point where they, in my opinion, is stifling creativity. Everyone's free to disagree, of course, but that's how I feel about Nintendo right now. I don't think they really care much about innovation, they just want control over the market. If they cannot control the market, they will just get rid of the competition so that and change up or file a patent so that no one can benefit from, honestly, stuff that shouldn't even be allowed to be patented in the first place. Because it's at a point right now where Nintendo should honestly not even be allowed, or game companies in general should not be allowed to patent things like game mechanics. Especially if all they're going to do is just sit on it. If a company is not going to actively use something they patented, which they should automatically lose it. It's like with game IPs. If a company is not going to use an IP, they're just gonna sit on it for 5 years. They should legally be allowed to. It should be legally allowed for them to lose it. Oh, don't worry, Evil Eyes. I do appreciate the reminder. I do have a bottle of water with me. I do appreciate the reminder. I've been moving away from cold water and just been drinking room temperature water. But from what I heard, it doesn't matter which one you drink, it just hydrates you the same way either way. It's just a matter of how soon you want that. Yeah, I can see this being, Oh yeah, I'm sitting up straight. One of the benefits of being on a recliner that I can just kind of stretch myself up and, just relax a little bit easier. Yes. But yeah, I can see this being. Hold on. Pardon sniper rifle. I remember seeing a sniper rifle somewhere. That just made me think. If it's what I think it is... I just need to remember where I found it. No, that's a laser pistol. You don't even have anything, so you're irrelevant. Pardon sniper rifle. If that's what I think it is... Because I think I may have just found a sniper rifle in question if that is the case. Yep, that's it. Yep. Okay, so we've already got the sniper rifle situation covered. So yeah, we actually do have the sniper rifle covered. And I didn't even have to mod it in. It's actually just right here as part of the actual game. Or part of the base game. Because the Remington 700 was included in Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. And I'm not sure of if it was in 4, though. I know it's partially in 5, although a really weird modified version of it. Really? Okay, that was just me having a terrible ass shot. I just missed him in general with that one. Really? Are you kidding me? There we go. Damn it. Okay, so even with... Yeah, I just need to get the sniper perk. Okay, there we go. I do not have the headshot perk, so, but I still try to go for it anyways, because headshots still typically do more damage without it. Let me see. What? How much perception do I need for a sniper? Oh. 8 perception. Okay, so that doesn't even, okay. Oh, Commando. If I'm going to be using that M4 rifle a little bit more often, I am going to need to make sure that non-automatic rifles do more damage, and that's also going to go for the Remington as well. Now what's that? 10mm. What's that? Kill shot companion? Oh, are you talking about like the Lady Liberty or Lady Luck and Mysterious Stranger ones? Okay. Okay, now I just gotta return to general. Oh, okay. Okay, I see what you mean now. Now we are back in the government wing of Vault 111. Fitzpatrick. There we go.
Have you been to the hangar yet? Was the vertibird there?
Yes, sir.
Good work. We'll head for the hangar now and plan our next move from there. Would you like to travel with us?
Wow. Traveling with you is never dull.
You're here. Good. All things considered, this facility is in better shape than expected. Lieutenant Fitzpatrick is performing some pre-flight checks. He says it'll be ready tomorrow. Come back then, and if you need some time to rest, you may use the barracks in this facility. Dismissed.
Now it's gonna take about 24 in-game hours to get things ready. So we'll just do this. Because where this is going to be going is going to be what's going to be basically the headquarters we're going to be staying in for the duration of the basically our home base. So technically speaking, Fox is right. We are basically building our base of operations.
Hi.
With the vertibird airworthy, we're ready to proceed with the next part of our plan, reaching command. You've helped us get this far, and I would appreciate your continued assistance. We don't know what the situation at command may be. I would strongly suggest equipping yourself, well, to cover any eventualities.
I'm ready.
Good. Captain Peterson and I will be equipping some suits of the T-51 power armor we found stored here as a precaution. Time to go.
I just realized something too. The minigun can also be used, considering the fact that that was seen in Peace Walker as well.
Get in the gunner's position. We've got to be ready for any...
At least usably.
Connecting to elevator.
It's
Send me
been a
command.
series since Metal Gear Solid 1, and it has a Vulcan Raven. Then there was Peace Walker, where it was usable as an actual weapon, and then there was 5, where it was mounted to mechs, basically,
Yargo,
but
Oil
not a
level.
handheld version.
nominal. Hydraulics, nominal. comfortable. ETA is 3 hours.
Remember, when we land, Fitzpatrick stays with Dr. Kane. The rest of us will investigate command.
Yes, sir.
But at least, Fox, you don't have a reason to complain to me about not using the mini, minigun.
There it is. Command. Fitzpatrick, can you hail them?
Yes, sir. Command, this is Victor Bravo 3504. Do you copy? Over.
Again.
Command, this is Victor Bravo 3504. Do you copy? Over.
I don't like this. I can't make out any activity from here.
Lieutenant, before we land, I want you to circle the oil rig. Let's get eyes on the situation.
Yes, sir. ETA 30 seconds.
My God.
I'm not seeing anyone.
Seeing anyone. How can you see anyone
Are those
in this?
corpses?
Where do you see corpses? I don't see shit. Eek, satellite dish. A little bit of disarray, but... And there's a cargo ship all the way over there.
I'm bringing the bird in to land.
What the hell is this? Fitzpatrick,
What on?
stay here and keep the doctor safe. Everyone else, we need to find a way inside. Let's move.
Hey Fox, I got a good Fallout challenge for you. If you're still here, if you're still watching and listening. A classic Fallout challenge, where basically you play through this game, but with effectively weapons from the first two Fallout games. That's right, the Interplay Fallout games. Yes, this even means you're probably gonna have to mod some of them in, but that's gonna be the challenge. It has to be the classic Fallout games only.
Watch out, more of them.
Right down to the appearance.
Target acquired. There they are. Shooter.
Basically, I will send you the list of what weapons are used in Fallout's 1 and 2. It's gonna be basically all of those. As long as it's from the first 2 Fallout games, you can utilize it.
What was that? Target located.
But you also know what you need to add. You need to also add the trusty Vault 13 candy. I can't even say that with a straight face. You take a sip from your trusty Vault 13 candy.
Seems clear.
Hold it right there. Identify yourselves immediately before I open fire. This is a restricted area.
What? General Russell Ward, United States Army. Just what the hell is going on here?
General, we need to talk. There's hostiles all around and most doors are jammed. You need to go left and make your way up the catwalks. The door behind me still works. It'll bring you to the war room. Meet me in there. It's the safest place on the oil rig.
Understood. Let's move out.
Careful. I think something's watching us.
Something, what the? You mean the ghouls I'm blasting the faces off of?
Lost visual. Where are
There we go.
Weapons on.
Yeesh, they just capped those ghouls. Jeez. Talk about no chill.
The war room is over there. Let's go.
General Ward? How? I've seen your files, sir. You were supposed to be here 200 years ago. What happened?
The Vault Tech happened. We can talk about that later. Right now, I need to know what happened here. Who are you, soldier?
I'm Colonel Whitehill. I served here under General Douglas up until 2279, when the lab suffered a containment breach. After that, everything fell apart. Those of us that didn't die abandoned the oil rig and either went into hiding or deserted.
God, how could this happen? And these creatures, how many are there? How do we get rid of them?
Those things are ghouls. The labs were working on some sort of project to create and use them as fodder. It went very badly. The oil rig's defenses were down, so we were sitting ducks. I returned here a few days ago with salvaged equipment to repair the targeting computer. It's all in place now. The only thing left to do is restart the reactors, and the defenses should do the rest.
Those are your orders, Colonel. Take our friend with you and get those reactors online. Captain Peterson and I will show up here. Dismissed.
This won't be easy. There's a lot of ghouls roaming the oil rig. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. First things first. Take this ID card. You're gonna need it. The oil rig's currently on lockdown. If we want to get to the reactors, we need to override it. To do that, you need to send an override command from the terminals of General Douglas, Dr. Richmond, and Senator Clark. Let's move out.
Atomic bombs happened. Fox saw nothing but Nintendo news and decided to go on in a meltdown. Or should I say someone broke one of Fox's CRTs, and the backlash was kind of severe. And that's when the world knows, never ever mishandle one of Fox's CRTs. Indeed. An atomic meltdown.
Threat eliminated. Target's locked. Fire. Somebody's here.
Yes, Fox? Something you wish to say about it? And you wanna know the funniest part is it's just me calm, casual, relaxed. You put me in a game like
That
Call
should
of
do it.
Duty,
We
and
need to head for the reactors now.
or just heck any intensive or any reflex intensive FPS game, and it's more 50-50, where I will be either never missing a shot or missing all of the shots. Yeah, by the way, Fox, did you know that I actually once made an entire lobby of like Black Ops 6 and Cold War players mad because I used a thermal scope? So funny story. What happened there was the fact that I typically play with the machine guns. So, and what I do is that because the gunsmith feature on those games, I spec into accuracy and fire rate, or not fire rate, but firepower. So not only will I hit hard, chances are I'm not really gonna miss very often. So what I did is that I took one of the machine guns and and oh, that was the VR game. But I took a machine gun. Specifically in Cold War it was the M63, and in Black Ops 6 was the XMG. And effectively what I did was I put a thermal scope on them, and because my accuracy was at 100%, I would just, like any machine gunner, I basically sit in a spot, you know, like a gun emplacement or a gun nest. And because of the 100% accuracy, I kept firing on them every time I saw them come into my sight. Now, the thing is about thermal scopes is that there are perks and stuff that can help counteract thermal scopes, but the downside is you still leave some kind of silhouette. So whenever I saw a player, either completely in the thermal view or as a silhouette, I basically just opened fired and just took them out. And I did that the whole round. And I made sure it was in choke point, in specific choke points, where I can easily get them, but they can't easily get me. Basically, it's similar to like Team Fortress 2's sniper locations. You want to be in a location where you can get easy shots on the enemy, but you also don't want to be easily flushed out. And that's what I did. Also, thank you, Fox, for taking out that bomb. And I remember the aftermatch, in the aftermath while everyone's waiting for the next round to start. I just heard people on the mic just furiously shouting at the fact that I was using a thermal scope.
We're here. This is the reactor control room. Are you ready to restart the reactors?
Ready.
I'll have a look at the terminal and see what the situation is. By the looks of it, we got lucky. The reactors are still intact. It's just a matter of inserting the dampening coils and nuclear agitators. You should be able to find spares in the reactor room, probably in containers. This is important. You need to insert the agitators in the lower insertion point and the dampeners in the upper insertion point. Don't mix it up. I'll power on each reactor as you insert the components. When both are on, I'll be able to restore the defenses. Just be careful. I'm reading a rad leak in there. There should be some equipment around here that can help protect you if you need it. One last thing. Those bulkheads will lock behind you to contain the rads. I should be able to unlock them once the reactor.
So was the agitators that were on the bottom and the ones on the top, or the other way around? I was listening, but it was kind of it was hard for me to follow. Agitator. Of course, ghouls in here too. Oh yeah, the bomb ones are for the agitators. Okay. Well. Well, his attempt at cosplaying a Charger failed horribly.
One reactor is now online.
Just need one. Wherever the other one, that last one may be. Got that one. Ah, here it is. Damping foil.
Stand by. I'm gonna start venting the rats out of there and get the defenses online. I flushed the radiation, but the bulkheads are still locked. I think getting the defenses online will unlock them. Wait, I'm picking up movement in the vents. Might be ghouls? The noise must have attracted them. Watch your back!
Bring it on! Yeah. Dead. Dead. Not big surprise. Not big surprise. Not big surprise. Take your time, I'm just murdering a fuckload of ghouls here.
Defenses online. Should deal with these stragglers in the back.
That's, glowing.
Going up.
Going up.
At least one thing has gone to plan. Good work, you two. It's encouraging that so much seems to have powered on. Maybe most of the damage here is in fact superficial. What we need now, most of all, is manpower.
Permission to speak, sir?
Granted, Colonel.
When we lost the oil rig, we also lost the ability to communicate with other outposts in the region. I don't know how many of those outposts are still around, but if we could bring the comms equipment back online, we could order them to regroup here.
Sorry about that. Wow, they just, they've wasted no time at all. Now they're all heading back up to the wall.
At least one thing has gone to plan. Good work, you two. It's encouraging that so much seems to have powered on. Maybe most of the damage here is in fact superficial. What we need now, most of all, is manpower.
Permission to speak, sir?
Granted, Colonel.
When we lost the oil rig, we also lost the ability to communicate with other outposts in the region. I don't know how many of those outposts are still around, but if we could bring the comms equipment back online, we could order them to regroup here.
I see. Do we have the necessary equipment to restore communications?
We don't, but I know where we could find it. You probably saw the USNS Harper stranded not far from here when you flew in. It was the oil rig's primary supply vessel. During the evacuation, some troops tried to flee on it. I assume the ship broke down not long after. I don't know what happened to those on board, but if anywhere has the equipment we need, it's there.
Excellent. That will be our immediate objective. Lieutenant Fitzpatrick will take our friend here to the USNS Harper and attempt to recover it. Meanwhile, Colonel, I believe a full debrief is in order.
Yes, sir.
I realize that I have not been forthcoming with you about who we are exactly. You've helped us get this far, so it's about time I tell you.
Blah,
We
blah,
are
blah.
the Enclave, the last bastion of our beloved America. It is our duty to undo the damage caused by the Great War, and I will ensure we succeed. From what I have seen here today, we have a lot of work to do. I extend to you an invitation to join us in this work.
Your cause seems noble.
I'm pleased you think so. You are proving to be valuable to us. Find Lieutenant Fitzpatrick at the Vertibird when you're ready to head for the ship.
But we're not going to be continuing. We are going to actually, we're going to call it. I do appreciate everyone for joining us. I keep forgetting just how much fun it is going through this game. And especially doing the Enclave side, where even being able to just be able to be like, oh hey, you can join us if you want. Thank you. Now I know exactly who we are going to raid. We're gonna raid my good friend and fellow Turok streamer, Coyote Knight. I do appreciate everyone for joining, and I hope to join y'all again pretty soon this week. So, until next time, everyone, I am Turok, and I will see you all next time.